You got to see what this congressman sent me. It's really cool.
Welcome back to the All Things Ones Vidcast. Let me just jump on that. It's part 2. We're talking about comics that released today, Wednesday, June 8th, 2011. All kinds of ringing endorsements. Let's go right to Marvel, because at least I know what I'm going to say. All right, so we've got Stephen King's The Stand, No Man's Land's the last part, 5 of 5 of that one. It's cool. Building up to the ultimate death of Spider-Man. Actually been a pretty good series so far. We're at issue 159. He's facing almost all of his bad guys all by himself with a bullet in him. So you can kind of see where that's going. I hate when that happens. In the kitchen, they take a bullet. Marvel asks you, who are the mystery men? Part 1 of 5.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
there you go, there you go.
How'd you hit that one?
You missed it somehow. Yeah, so, again, folks who watch the show know that I get to review anything that these guys don't pull.
How did we miss this?
Which is not always all the other stuff. It's sometimes good stuff too.
Well, it's everything we don't pull plus the X-Men books.
Yes. There's lots of good stuff in here. I just don't know it. Kazar, number 1 of 5.
The Kazar number
Nothing
1?
about that, huh?
Yeah, moving on.
It's like cavemen, saber
You
tooth
guys
tiger.
must have been holding out. You got a Kazar number 1
I got a
over there?
Kazar. Let's see, I've got The Incredible Hulks, issue 630, Heart of the Monster, starts here. All kinds of nasty stuff on that cover. I'm not quite sure what the story is there. One of my favorites, coming to an end, Annihilators 4/4. This is just a bunch of cosmic Marvel guys flying around beating stuff up. A lot of fun. Ghost Rider's making his return. Now this is a 0.1, so this is kind of a, hey, let's catch up with the Ghost Rider kind of thing. Figure out what's going on, or you need a jump-in point for book number 1. That's special. There's a lot of history with the Ghost Rider.
So how is a .1 book more of a jumping on point than a number 1
Than a
book?
number 1 book. That is a fine question. I can't wait to read. Even I'm like, 0.1? Really? All right. Well, it is
Instead
a
of
lot of
just,
history.
I'm a guy with my head on fire, it's why he's a guy with his head on fire.
Maybe it's how he got the motorcycle.
He's at the dealership.
He is a dealership. Everything's on fire at the dealership.
Do I want a
Number
Harley?
Number one starts with him driving off the lot.
It's a burning
0.1
OCC.
starts inside.
Maybe
Yeah.
a Kawasaki.
Yeah, he's like negotiating. With 500 down, you've got Black Panther, the Man Without Fear, 519, Storm Hunter, Part 1. So he's fighting the Kraven. Apparently everyone's fighting the Kraven this week. The Kraven week in the Marvel Universe.
Is it Kraven dead?
I got
He
better.
will be if everybody's fighting him.
That's true. Some of them take him out. Between the past and the present, there is the Iron Age Alpha. There's a lot of words that don't make sense. This is a Marvel one-shot.
You just described
Wait a
every
minute, you're
Marvel
yelling
book out
at
this month.
between the segments. He's admonishing us for not selling the books well enough, and now you're like, "What? That doesn't make any
Who?
sense."
The what?
See?
This is great though.
It's an Iron Man book.
Yeah, and it's got this great shot of Tony Stark in a feather boa in his Iron Man suit. I'm sold.
Who's the writer?
Williams.
Williams.
That's great with the feather. I love it with the hat and the feather boa. This is the Pimpin' Iron Man. Check that out. I
He's like
that.
all passed out.
The
with a
Rocky
drink in his
Horror
hand.
Iron Man.
Yes. This is a week with extra sunshine. Deadpool 38. Those reading Deadpool know that he was messing with the Hulk last week because he wants to see how far.
Now that he's got a man and follow him,
Yeah,
he's
now
got
the
to get
Hulk's
rid of
messing
him.
back. Yep.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. That's gonna be a fun read. Punisher Max number 14 out this week. Looks cool. On the X-Men pile, I've got Wolverine number 10. Remember the X-Men, and you've got X-Men Legacy. This is cool. Giant size 250 issue, and it's not with the ads. It's actually content. I just had to make sure. Oh, this is great. Yeah. So
That's all ads.
it's not all ads. There's no Subway ad.
Oh, okay.
X-Men Legacy, giant 250
But it
edition.
does have Green Lantern on the back drinking milk.
It does. So I'm sure all the DC guys are happy if they're on the back of all the Marvel comics this month. Speaking of DC stuff, I've also got my only DC book that I was given this week. Batman Arkham City number 2 of 5. Again, this is the series that Paul Dini wrote that links the two video games. The original Batman Arkham Asylum, yep, with the new Batman Arkham City. So this takes you in between the two books.
Is that Hugo Strange on the cover?
It's got that look, but I guess we'll see. And then my only Vertigo, before we cross over into Indies, American Vampire, Survival of the Fittest, number 1. So it's a new American vampire story that at least part of it takes place during World War II. There are Nazis and vampires involved, and that just makes it good. All right, what else you guys have?
You want to give kid stuff? You want to go kid stuff? You want to do
Go for the
some
kid stuff.
Okay, I've got some kid stuff. We have, from Archie Comics, we have Mega Man, part 2 of 4. Cool stuff. We have SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's been doing really well.
Yeah, but it's fun. You really can't take SpongeBob in bigger chunks than a comic or a 15-minute episode, so
Yeah.
it's really good. And we have Batman Brave and the Bold. Woo, woo.
That rocks.
Everybody loves that.
Always a favorite.
Black Manta,
Deep
Fisherman,
Sea Danger.
Captain Fear.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
So, and now this one I don't quite understand yet. This is from Kaboom, which is Boom's kids line. And it's called Space Warped #1. And it looks like Star Wars Episode 4 on the cover, but tweaked. I'm not quite sure. And I've been reading it, and they're in a desert, just like the show starts, but the names are a little off, and they're kind of the same. It's not droids, it's people. And it's the kids line, so I'm sure it's for kids. I just haven't quite, I don't understand it yet. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe it's really a 9-year-old boy kind of a thing.
Could be.
Could be.
You were never a 9-year-old
I was
boy.
not. I hung out with them when I was 9, and played Star Wars action figures and stuff like that. But yeah, so I might have to give this one to my 9-year-old boy at home and say, "Is this funny? Do you get it?"
And it's
We'll
from
have to see.
Kaboom.
Kaboom, yeah. So that is their kids line. So I would say not little kids because they won't understand it. They won't think it's funny. And the art, the art. I thought it was something like Adult Swim kind of cartoon, which I don't let my kids watch.
It's kind of like the old Mad magazine it was.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So this bears further investigation.
Should be studying that all week. I've got from Image, Moriarty, I can never say the word.
Moriarty.
Sherlock Holmes' Enemy, Dark Chamber #2. I really dug this TV series. I'm reading the books now. Jim Butcher's
Books are
Dresden
so
Files.
These
Yeah.
books are good.
Video game comic books from RDW. Crisis,
With a Y.
Yeah.
with a Y, not the Crisis on
Crisis.
Infinite Earths.
Like
Doctor
Christmas.
Who,
Right?
Fairy Tale, never ends. New #1, Fly. That's our pinup cover for the week,
Well,
unless Allison's
we have
got something
3
better.
from Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Doc Savage is joining from DC.
That's all I would get.
That's all you can get.
New Avengers, 13, The Fate of Mockingbird, and more of the 1950s Avengers. Supreme Power #1 of 4. Squadron Supreme is back. And from Tim Seeley of Hack and Slash, we have Ant-Man and Wasp. One of my favorite series from earlier in the year.
And it's collected trade, right?
Yes.
Nice. All right, so let's tell you what, we got a couple things to jam through real quick. Let's look at the indies super quick here. Star Wars The Old Republic, #1, out this week. From IDW, G.I. Joe Real American Hero, #167. Rather fetching looking Baroness on the cover. Morning Glories, issue 10, out this week. Spawn 208. Also from our friends at Image, Savage Dragon 171. Stanley's Starborn, issue 7, arrives this week. Let's see, from Dynamite, we've got Vampirella #6. We also
It's
have
nice free. It's kind of like they still make that.
Warlord of Mars, #7. And our friends at Xenoscope, who gave us all this Grimm Fairy Tale, Myths and Legends 5, The Piper, #2. That's a one-shot, actually.
Part 2
Piper.
of
Now,
12.
now we have to
No,
know
it's
about the
a-
eyewear.
It's a crossover.
It's a crossover.
Oh, crossover, sorry.
Yep. And then Grimm Fairy Tale #60.
With
where-
our Snow White and glasses.
Yeah, Allison reports that top is not staying on very long.
She's not going to keep that on now.
Well, she can't
Although I
tell.
haven't actually looked
She
at the book.
can't tell
so-
without her glasses, though. That's why she has them.
She can't tell what? That she's going to lose her
Then
top?
she's going to lose her top.
And charm #10. All out this week.
See, I think I did say that, fashion tape will take you only so far.
That's
It's not
right.
going to hold her in
Now,
there.
what about the life-sized photo?
Yes, what is that box? Is that on camera?
It is not on camera.
Don't strain yourself.
From our friends at Bowen, a Diamond exclusive MODOK statue, over 14.5 inches high. These are hard to come by, so reach out to your local comic shop or give us a call here at All Things Funny. Pick up one of these bad boys. It's a monster and it's gorgeous. Also this week, Ultimate Showdown statues from DC Comics.
Whoa.
This is kind of cool because there's 2 little statues in there, a couple ways to display them. They actually shift around in their bases so that you can create different fighting scenes. This particular set
They describe it
in the back, yeah, rotate moves. So this is Hal Jordan and Sinestro duking it out, the Ultimate Showdown. Real quick, because we're running out of time. Trade department, you've got Batwoman this week, the Greg Rucka trade.
Which was announced will be coming back, but not until 2012.
Yep. Generation Hope in trade. Sweet Tooth from Vertigo in trade. Captain America No Escape, Ed Brubaker in trade. Deadpool Team Up. New X-Men in their new little format, along with the Captain America in the new format trades.
Tiny books.
Yeah, little tiny books. And Dark Tower the Gunslinger, The Little Sisters in hardcover. All right, guys, that's it for a complete list of everything that came out this week, and it was a big week. Check us out on the web, allthingsfun.net. We will see you next week.